In this tutorial, I show you how to make these Crochet Kaleidoscope slippers. For this demonstration, I'm making a US size 9.5/41 European size. You can adjust the size by following instructions on how to skip rows for a smaller size. To make these slippers, you'll need some Aran or DK weight yarn. The Aran is a little thicker, but you can use both. You'll also need a crochet hook. I used a 5mm crochet hook, but as mentioned, you might want to change it up to fit your foot. This pattern isn't suited for complete beginners, but if you're an advanced beginner or an intermediate crocheter, you should be able to follow this tutorial step by step. One more thing that I wanted to mention before we start is that the black yarn I wanted to use for the tutorial didn't show up well on the video, and that's why you'll see me using a double thread for the grey yarn, since I couldn't find any light grey Aran weight yarn in my stash. For your slippers, one thread of each color should be enough. So let's get started. And you'll be starting with the slip knot. Chain 2 and work 8 single crochets into the first stitch. And join with slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round. For the next round, round 2, chain 1, work 2 single crochets in the same stitch, 2 single crochets in the next, and also 2 single crochets in every stitch around. And join with a slip stitch. And for round 3, you're going to chain 3, work 2 double crochets in the next stitch, one double crochet in the next, 2 double crochets in the next, and keep on doing this all around, 1 in the next and 2 in the next. And here I have 2 stitches left on round 3. I'm going to work 1 in the next and 2 in the last stitch. And join with a slip stitch to the beginning third chain of the round. And for round 4, you're just going to chain 1 and work single crochet in the same stitch and in each stitch around. So you should have a total stitch count of 24 stitches for this round and also for the last round. And then join with a slip stitch. Now you can see the toe is starting to shape. So for this round, you're going to chain 3 and work 1 double crochet in every stitch around. So this beginning 3 chains, they count as 1 double crochet, so 1 double crochet in the next, and in each stitch around. And while you're working, your work may start turning inside out, and you can just, when you get to the end, join with a slip stitch in the third chain and just turn it back like so, so you keep on working on the right side of your work. And now you can chain one and pull up a loop and cut your yarn to prepare the new color. To join with the new color, just make a slip knot and make a standing single crochet in the same stitch that you finished in, like so, and just a regular single crochet in the next stitch. And to make the textured part of the slipper, we will be working with some front post double crochets. So instead of going into this stitch, you'll go straight down and into this stitch and around the post of the single crochet 2 rows below. But first, yarn over. Don't go into the stitch, go down to the row below, go around the post, and then complete your front post double crochet, like so. Also in the next stitch, don't go into the stitch, but go down to this stitch, round the post, and complete your front post double crochet. Like so. And now skip 2 stitches on the current row, so these 2 stitches will not be worked, and make a single crochet in the next stitch, like so, and a single crochet in the next. And this is basically the pattern you'll be repeating all around. I'll show you again. So don't go into the stitch, go right down below it, around the post of the single crochet, and complete your front post double crochet. And in the next, like so, skip 2 stitches in the back and work a single crochet in the next stitch and in the stitch after that. So just continue on and I'll meet you at the end. And when you get to the end, the last 2 stitches of your round should be front post double crochets. And once you have completed those, you can simply join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet of the round. So not in any of the 2 double crochets, not in this single crochet, but the first single crochet that you made. And your stitch count should be 24 stitches. For the next 2 rounds, you're just going to work 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So chain 1 and simply work a single crochet, and then next stitch, and in each stitch around. When you get to the end, join with a slip stitch in the first single crochet of the round. For the next round, again chain 1 single crochet in the same, and in every stitch around.